now that we've had a chance to understand a bit about how COVID-19 has impacted our businesses, and particularly our sales organizations, I think it's important to focus on a couple topics. One is the idea of how we as outside sales reps are in a transitionary period. We're in a transitionary period because by default, we've been functioning mostly as inside sales reps because we've had to. The recent data says that up to 90% of the face-to-face sales meetings have been set aside and continue to be set aside probably at least for the next 3 months, if not through the end of the year. So we have to function differently as outside sales reps, as a lot of our behavior becomes much more similar to what an inside sales rep would be doing. So what are some of the things that we need to do and we need to think about? So first thing is the tools that we're using. There are a lot of tools out there that the inside sales organizations have had experience with and gotten good at using that maybe we haven't developed the same level of understanding of. So if you think about tools like even a basic tool like Zoom, all of you have been using it, but are we using it effectively? Or do we know how to present well? Do we know how to put people in individual breakout rooms if we need to? Do we know how to utilize the different presentation styles in that platform, for an example? And that goes for all your digital platforms, online platforms as well. Are you using those effectively? Tools like LinkedIn Sales Navigator, have we figured out how to sort our customers, target them specifically, send them good messaging, and have them respond? Tools like auto dialers, things like Connect and Sell, and maybe Phone Burner, have we used those tools to help us make more outbound calls and make those more of those outbound calls effective? And in the phone itself, do we use the phone effectively? Are we picking it up? Have we set a number of calls for ourselves each day to reach out to people via phone? And are we building the right messaging, the right pattern interrupts to keep people engaged on the phone? So that's the first thing, the tools. The second thing is really our reading and writing skills. As outside sales reps, we probably haven't spent as much time reading and writing as maybe some of our inside counterparts. But reading and writing is pretty critical when we're writing emails back to our customers, when we're writing inquiries to our vendors, when we are reading things that are coming across to us. We have to be able to interpret those relatively quickly and make good decisions on how we respond. So our reading and writing skills need to be continually improved, and we need to be able to focus on making sure that those are as good as they possibly can be. The third thing is really that active listening skill. A lot of the times we're spending time in sales meetings waiting to talk about ourselves, talk about our product, talk about our services, where we should be engaged in a process of active listening, giving people feedback that we're listening. If you're talking to someone on the phone, the only way they really know you're listening is if you're able to paraphrase what they've just told you, or if you're able to repeat back to them the problems that they just mentioned to you. So if you're not doing that and you're not using verbal cues to let them know you're listening, it becomes very hard to, again, build that rapport through the active listening. And then the fourth thing really is that bonding and rapport. How do we do that when we don't have the opportunity to sit down with someone, look across the table at them, see their eye movements, see their body language? Communication, as you know, is 50% body language. And now you take that out of most of the equation, and you have to be very good at using the right tone, using the right pitch, using the right volume, and being able to structure those conversations in a way that, again, helps you build that rapport. And one of the things that's really important in a rapport is question asking. What types of questions are you going to ask? You're going to ask questions about their marketplace, you're going to ask questions about their overall company, and you're going to ask questions about them personally, how their challenges are impacting them during this time frame. So again, active listening, bonding and rapport, reading and writing, and then having the right tools available, for you to be successful is a really important set of things to think about when you're taking all your outside success and experience and bringing it into more of an inside environment that we're in right now. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully those are things you can think about. And in the meantime, go sell something.